too. Knows about the grind. Bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. .101, welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're coming to you live from the William Huff Studios in the west side of the city. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, and Gager in the house today. Fun show on tap. It is Oilers game day as they're in the Shark Tank, ready to take a bite. No, you like that, eh? Oh, that was good. That was good. Need your mic, Joaquin.
I'm letting you talk.
Oh,
Just
okay.
go.
Now I'm rattled. Yeah, Oilers, we'll get to it. We're going to hear from Knoblauch here. Guy Flaming from the Pipeline Show, color analyst on the Old Kings broadcast. Hey, at least one team's going to get out of the first round in Edmonton.
Oh my gosh. You've been hiking up your socks too high here.
Oh, zing. The Old Kings
of takes.
they take a 3-1 series lead heading back to PA, Joaquin. They got to close it out, man. They got to close it out.
Hope so.
So we'll get the goods from our buddy Guy Flaming on what's transpired these last two games. Both 3-2 wins, Joaquin, and a big win on Wiener Wednesday at down at the rink.
I love it. I love it. Hopefully they can close the deal.
Yes, 140 red light district, and then we're going to talk a lot of Oilers, a lot of NHL. Ovi watch is it's on in full force. He's only 3 away. They got crushed last night, but he did score. Hey, the Blue Jays are in first place. I know it's early, but hey, let's celebrate. Why not? Big F1 race. We will have Tim Hernan on tomorrow. Go around the NHL and just have a lot of fun here on EST Afternoons on this Thursday. Weather's getting better, Joaquin. Things are looking good. Some updates from Kris Knoblauch on the injured players. Not really enough. Kind of. You guys talked about it a lot on Two Guys and a Goalie.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, how you doing?
I'm good, man. It's nice around the office now. I mean, we can have peanut butter sandwiches now that Reed's gone with his allergies.
How about Reed taking days off for Reed's birthday bender?
Yeah.
Did you get an invite to the bender?
No.
No, I didn't either.
But I'm knee deep in cashews and peanuts right now, so he probably doesn't want me.
I love that Reed's on a bender for his birthday. That's why he's off these.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Awesome.
we get the invite next week. Even Matthias Ekholm was at his birthday dinner yesterday. Amazing.
Well, he knows where it's at.
He knows where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. Interesting that he was out for dinner if he's so hurt, right?
He should be home resting.
He should be home resting.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, man? Like, seriously, bro. That wind is a tad chilly today. Yeah, I should have not said it's a nice day. It's pretty cold. You know what?
You got to quit talking about the weather, man.
No, but
As soon as you said it was nice, it's cold today.
I walked out today and the sun was shining and I was like, ooh, that's brisk.
Dude.
Good thing I started my car.
You always start your car.
Well, you got to let it run a bit, right?
Well, yeah, but not from... You're purposely like destroying the ozone, how much you start that thing.
I don't know about that, but yeah, and everybody's giving me a hard time for my look today.
It's a horrible look.
What's wrong with it?
Come on, dude. Who does that?
Well, you're comfy. It's a comfy day for Hernan.
How do you tuck your socks like that, though?
That's
Why
not
not?
comfy.
Like you're not playing hockey or anything. You're just walking around.
Why is that comfy?
I don't know. It's just
What's
like a
the
chill
other-
day. Like instead of wearing jeans or loose.
No, it's you can wear, like what you're wearing is fine, but why are you putting your socks over your pants?
just something I felt like doing, man.
Oh, you think you're a footballer today? That's what it is. Footballers do that stupid stuff.
Like soccer players?
Yes.
I was once a soccer player, not a very good one, but and it's official, eh? Trevor's team's not taking Koob or I on the team. He did apologize. He said, "Sorry, I might have jumped the gun there," but the guy that owns the team,
I'll get him back if he does. if the landlord's not a complete moron and does let him live there, he's close to my house. I'll never invite him over. Okay. That make you feel better?
He'll probably never answer you anyway.
No, he wouldn't answer anyway. At least I'll know where his house is, and I can kind of like go bang on his window and stuff when he sleeps in.
Did you ever, when he was sick last week?
Yeah.
You sent him a nice message like, hey, party boy, how you doing?
Yeah.
Did he ever respond or apologize
He
for not?
sent me this made-up screenshot that he developed and said, I don't know why it went to my email. When has a text message gone to your email? Right?
Yeah.
So he said all this fake stuff and tried to make me...
That's definitely a lie.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's an absolute lie. So...
Steph, you see the Ford brothers on Dusty's show today?
I got bumped for the
yeah,
Ford
that's
brothers.
right.
Yeah.
Man, having those two guys is going to be a hoot.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I
The
hope,
chirps.
yeah, it was funny. Twins are weird though, man. Like, you ever
What?
hung around twins?
Oh, yeah.
They finish each other's sentences sometimes when you're talking to them. And then like when they're mad at each other and fight, like you're wondering, do we have to phone the cops here and get these guys separated? Because it gets really heated and stuff. So.
My cousin's wife, he's a
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cousin's wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like she's a twin.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just sharing that
Oh.
because we're talking about twins.
You hang out with them lots?
Yeah. Well, used to.
The
yeah.
twins?
Well, all of them, like my cousin. And yeah, I know them.
Well, what about the other twin? You'd hang out with that one or just you hang out
No,
with...
but I know both. I know the twin sisters. I know,
yeah,
okay.
you know the sisters.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's your cousin?
Christian.
Christian married two twins that you knew.
No, whatever. He married.
I'm saying I've
No.
hung around. I said I hung around twins, and you said, "Yeah, I know twins." And I go, oh, "Okay,
Yeah, so one of the twins is married to my cousin.
okay."
Yeah, but I know both twins. Like I've known them for years.
That's what I just asked.
Okay, but like I obviously I know them if they're married. If one of them's married to my cousin, right?
No.
This is a horrible.
Why would you,
conversation.
so your cousin marries someone? Like if I have a friend who marries someone who is a twin, okay?
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I automatically know the other one because they're twins.
but he's family. Obviously, I would know her family.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I-
Why are you dipping into all these other relationships?
What do you mean dipping into other relationships?
Well, your cousin's married to someone, and then you're finding out about
Well, because
that other family.
because I've known them. They're Chilean. I've known them even before that. Before she was married to my cousin. Like I've known them since they were kids.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. So back when you were a kid in the jungles of Chile, was there a lot of twins in the jungle?
People are weird. Like you're supposed to know your family's other half, aren't you?
I don't think so.
Like you have no interest in your cousin. You don't know your cousin's wife.
I barely know my cousins.
Okay, but that's weird. Like in the Latin world, like it's
Is it your cousin or just a friend?
No, he's my cousin, legitimate
Okay.
cousin.
Because there's a lot of people that say like, "Oh, he's my uncle," and I go, "Oh, which side?" It's
No,
just
no.
a family friend.
No, he's our moms are sisters,
Okay.
and we grew up together here. Yeah,
All right. You got to map out this family tree. It's fascinating.
yeah. So
Anyone still listening?
yeah, are you guys still listening to this? Like,
Let's get a thumbs up for Hernan's intimate knowledge of his every single family member and who they're married to and their family.
well, I have three.
Do you go for a
I
step
have three
further?
cousins here, and I know all their wives, and like,
And you know their families?
Yeah, I've met my other cousins' parents and brothers and sisters. My other cousins, I met her brother and her parents. Like, I don't know. I find it weird that like at
You
least
find it weird.
It's a Latin culture where like you get to know everybody, like you know everyone, like you hang out with them. I don't know. Is that weird that you know your cousin's spouse? I don't think it's weird.
Yeah.
Calvin says Gager sounds like he's in the mob.
Why am I in the mob? Is he part of the family?
Oh, I don't know. Struddy's a lot of people's uncle. Uncle Struddy.
Yeah. I guess people would love Struddy as their uncle.
Oh, he'd
Yeah.
be the best.
Yeah. But I don't. Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that's bad. Okay?
Gager, mi casa no es tu casa.
I know it.
Like, your wife's, because you said you've had your brother-in-law over and
Yeah, that's
and
my
her.
brother-in-law.
Okay, but you make it sound like you don't.
That's
like,
my spouse's
I guess.
brother. Of course I'm going to know
You're
that.
you're an only child, right?
So like my so my sis, is that my sister-in-law? Yeah. No. What's that? My wife's brother's wife. That's my sister-in-law?
Sure.
Sure. Whatever. Like I know her mom and dad because family dinners, but she has a brother. I've met him like twice, but it's not like I know who he's married.
Well, I'm like, I grew up like me and my, because here, like most of my cousins are back in Chile. I have my aunt here with the three boys. So we all grew up pretty close. So we've always been involved in each other's life, right? Like I
always thought cousins were like your friends when you were little, and then you kind of moved apart. Like some of my cousins are just psychopaths.
And even when like one of my cousins came down for Chile, spent a year here. Like I'm close with them too. We talk all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that was weird to be close to.
No, I'm not
family.
saying it's weird. I was just like, wow, that's a lot of people to
it is.
stay in touch with.
Have you ever been to a Chilean's birthday or wedding?
Hopefully, you'll invite me one day.
Yeah.
You getting married?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I'd
how
love
many?
that.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Okay, let's make it happen.
Would you come?
I'll make an appearance. I don't want to be in the party though.
You don't want to be in the wedding party?
No.
I like how you're throwing your name in there.
Well, I would be, wouldn't I?
You and Coop?
I want the opportunity to say no. All right, just give me the opportunity.
Gage,
Even if you don't plan it for it, you should just invite. You say, "Hey, Joaquin," and then I'll do it.
Big Uke says, knowing your cousin's spouse is normal. Knowing their family is the odd thing. Knowing your cousin. Yeah, Bronco Nick. I know all my relatives. I'm Italian.
Okay.
And right in the pine. Different cultures, Gage. This stuff is the norm. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm...
Wow.
I don't know.
We get to know each other more and more. It's great.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good.
So Hernan's wedding. That'll be a good little shindig, eh?
Well, yeah.
All the
I just can't
EST
wait to
crew.
sit back and just take that all in.
All the Chileans there.
Wow.
All the EST crew.
Yeah.
My Elks boys.
Are you going to go your own vows or...
Yeah, probably.
Or have them just stock vows?
Probably own.
Yeah, you're going to write your own
And
stuff?
I think it would be destination wedding too.
Well,
You're definitely not going
No.
there.
You
Why?
can zoom me in.
It's just...
Well, how far? Are we going like
It'll probably be like
Red Deer?
Caribbean somewhere.
Oh, come on.
Mexico.
Jesus. Why do you do that to people? That you do that when you don't want everyone to come. That tells me your family sucks.
No, my family's awesome.
Oh, jeez. All these people that you hang out with all the time and you hit them with a destination wedding?
Well, but that's why you leave it up to them. If they care that much about you, they'll go spend that special day with you.
You can't tell people to spend money.
I'm not telling them. They're getting invited. They can decline.
The obligation that you're putting on people to come to your wedding right now is terrible. That they have to spend thousands of dollars.
You don't have to come, though.
Why don't you and your wife do that afterwards? Make it easy for the people to come to your wedding. God, you're selfish sometimes.
VR says, I'm with you, Gage. Cousins are weird. And then Sheesh says, are we weird? And the cousins are normal? Oh, man.
Like, how are we supposed to come to your wedding? All these people you work with every day. Or you're not? Are you inviting everyone here?
I'll see who makes the cut.
Yeah, well. I mean, you got to get Coob in there.
Oh, Koo would be
He'd be
top
awesome.
of the list, man.
He's the ring bearer, for crying out loud.
The flower boy.
Whatever.
He's rapping.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. He's a dual threat. He's entertainment, the ring bearer.
Yeah. How many packs of darts would be consumed at the
My
wedding?
gosh, those are going to be like party favors. There'll just be how there's drinks. There'll just be tons of cigarettes.
There'd just be Demoriers all over.
Wow.
Help yourself. All right. We should get to some sports talk here. All right. I did not expect to have that conversation today.
Me neither.
About twins and being close to your cousins, weddings. Weird stuff, man. It's weird stuff. Weird dynamic. Coob, do we got Knob? All right. You want to hear from Knob?
Sure.
I was going to call you Coach. I was going to be like, you want to hear from Knob, Coach?
Sure, Hernan. Let's hear from Knob.
I stopped myself. Here's Coach Knoblauch meeting with the media earlier today.
Yesterday, but what is the challenge of going up against a team that's not going to make the playoffs? They don't have anything to lose, and they got a lot of young forwards on that other side.
Well, teams like that are just playing free, and they can be very dangerous. Obviously, with the players that they have are some very highly skilled players, play with a lot of speed, and if you're playing loose, and they can really take advantage of that.
You guys have played in 36 one-goal games this season, come out on the right side of 21 of them, especially the last two victories you guys have had. What's your sense of comfortability in playing tight games like that?
Well, I'd be much more comfortable winning by 4 or 5, but I think with this team, under the pressure that they've been through many years, but especially last year in the playoffs, and they understand the importance of tight games and what needs to be done, and there's not a level of panic, which is nice.
Is there an element of being battle-tested when you're in so many one-goal games like that?
Well, it's good for us down the stretch, just because there's going to be one-goal games in the playoffs, things are on the line, that we are able to handle those situations, and but for my sake, I'd like a little more comfort in some of those games.
Do you find that your team is finding a groove without Connor there? You're always going to be a different team when he's not playing. It looks like your team's finding a defensive groove here a little. Is that?
Well, I think getting down to the stretch, knowing how important the defensive game is, whoever we play in the playoffs, whatever round it is, it's going to be a tight checking game, and the best teams are the ones that defend them best, and we can't necessarily rely on opening things up, and we're going to get our chances. We need to defend because it's going to be hard to score. As for our team, I think guys stepped up without the few games that we played without Leon and Connor. Obviously we got Leon back, which is a huge boost to our team. He's continued to do the things that he's done all year, but we're going to need guys to continue playing at a high level, even when we do have both Connor and Leon in.
Any other guys that you said might join this team on the road trip still thinking of joining this team on the road trip?
I would say the best possibility would be Frederick joining us on this road trip to play. Everybody else will not.
So Ekholm and Skinner will stay home in Edmonton for the duration of this trip. Well, last thing on that, how's Skinner doing?
He's doing well.
Skating, is
He is not skated yet, but he's doing well, and will be picking up on workouts and be on the ice soon.
And Calvin Pickard too.
Picks is our goal, yes.
Knob sounds a little congested.
Yeah.
He's a little sick.
A lot of plane rides. I can do that to you. Remember being on the plane? Lots. It sucks. The Shark Tank, great arena. Awesome. But I remember my first trip there as a young guy, and it scared me to death because we pulled in on the bus. We were there a day early to go practice, and 2 guys got out of the back of this pickup and they were in camo and they were covered in blood and they had bows, and I was like, what is going on here? And it was Owen Nolan and Jeff Odgers. They just went like boar hunting.
Oh, really?
And they were just covered in, they're butchering boars and stuff. I was like, geez, we got to play these guys tomorrow. They looked like just savages, but it was kind of cool.
So Kris Knoblauch confirmed Ekholm, Skinner, Klimberg will not be joining the team on the road trip. McDavid, he said yesterday, will not play. Rodrigue may go on Monday in Anaheim. I think he's going to wait and see what happens. I do want to get into the Olivier Rodrigue. We will get to that in the second hour because the Hangout had a good discussion about why not just go with him in this game. I know we kind of discussed it a lot already, so I don't want to touch too much on it, but I do get why they're going with Pickard tonight, secure the win. I'm expecting, I think they're going to roll tonight. I truly do.
I don't think they're going to roll, but I think it's just going to be a good game up to a certain point, and I look at roll maybe a different way than you do. You just think they're going to dominate the whole time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be I think it's going to be close, and it's just San Jose's just won't be able to keep up. The race pace of the Edmonton Oilers is much greater than the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, no, for
They'll
sure.
pull away.
They'll pull away for sure. Still to come, Red Light District. We're going to continue to talk Oilers. Of course, we'll look at F1 as well. The Ovi watch, the Chatfield dangerous move he put on Connor McMichael yesterday in the game. Keep the messages coming to the Nasty Chat. Thumbs up. It's good. We're almost at 50 already here in the first segment. And like always, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Korean Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Guy Flaming coming up next to talk some Oil Kings.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has confirmed that Stuart Skinner, Matthias Ekholm, and John Klingberg will not join the team during their current road trip, with the Oilers having 3 more games away from home. Tonight, the Oilers visit the Shark Tank. Kelvin Pickard getting the start. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas tee up the action during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 7:30 right here on EST. And there's 8 other games around the league. Jets and Golden Knights face off. Calgary host Anaheim, and the Sens meet the Lightning. While down south, Geno Smith and the Raiders have agreed to terms on a 2-year, $85.5 million deal with $66 million guaranteed. In the association, Toronto plays Portland. The Warriors battle the Lakers, and the Bucks take on the 76ers. 5 games on tap in the MLB, 2 games live, with the Red Sox up 7-3 on the Orioles at the top of the 8th. It's 2-0 Phillies over Rockies at the bottom of the 8th inning. The sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. Guy Flaming joins the boys on the other side of the break to talk some Oil Kings. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The showdown continues at the Canadian Brewhouse. Wing flavors of the month. Zillionaire sauce versus passion fruit habanero. One's cool as a cucumber, the other's fire in your face. Who will reign supreme? Come taste the madness. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Take your career to the next level with Nate's Construction Leadership and Supervision Program, a perfect tool for professionals looking to advance their role or an organization needing to develop leaders. Learn more about safety supervision, scheduling, cost control, and most importantly, how to lead a team. For more information and to register, visit nate.ca/CLSP to take your career to another level.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you? Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
$125. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan Salas, Zach Kubish in the house. Edmonton Oilers game day. Before we get to more in Vilsteb, my cousin and I were best friends at each other's wedding. We aren't weird. You're weird. 10- says, I think it's weird you don't know your cousin's Baggio goes, Hernan, it is normal. Well, that's Guy Flaming. That's the Oil Kings take a demanding 3-1 lead. We'll head to PA for Game 5 on Friday, looking to close this out to talk all things Oil Kings. Our guy, Guy Flaming, from the Pipeline Show. Guy, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing terrific, and I have a big family. I'm originally from New Brunswick.
Okay.
So they're all out there, and we're, you always have one cousin who moved away and you never see.
Yeah.
We're that family. So I don't get to see all my cousins. My wife, on the other hand, has a huge family, and they're all local. They're all around here. And it's like family reunion every summer on both sides of her family. And it's huge. And it's a ton of fun. It's awesome when everybody gets together. They're all like, everybody's, there's no like idiot in the family amongst all the cousins. There's always games. It's a lot of, it's a big party. It's awesome. Yeah, a big family that gets along well together is a treat to be around. And I love my in-laws.
I don't believe
they're fantastic.
You
are wrong. But I am with Gage when it comes to destination weddings.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You and I are zooming in on his. Well,
That's right. That's right. Like, unless you win the lottery or something like that, you're going to fly everybody down with you on your tab.
Exactly. You're putting you're chartering a plane and sending everyone down there.
I just feel like I feel like nowadays a lot of people are going that route, like destination wedding. I truly do. I know my buddy had one maybe 2-3 years ago, and I couldn't go. But I was honest. I was like, I can't right now. I can't go and all that. And he was fine with it. He's like, yeah, man. He goes, whoever comes. Whoever doesn't, it's all good.
Well, if my brother got married and he was doing it in Jamaica, I'd be like, I'm sorry, man. I love you, but I can't go.
Crazy. So selfish.
Yeah. You want to go to Jamaica, Guy? I would.
I'd go to Jamaica, sure. I'd go anywhere down there. That's my wife's ideal vacation. Is just all she cares about is a beach and free drinks. That's it. She doesn't want to do any sightseeing. She just wants to go somewhere hot. And I'm a little the opposite. Hot is not good for me, and on the beach, me on a beach, not great.
Guy. Let's get to some hockey talk. Guy, good for the Old Kings. Back-to-back 3-2 wins on Tuesday and Wednesday. They have a stranglehold on the series now, 3-1. What led to their two victories here on home ice?
I think their team depth is starting to help them pull away from Prince Albert. I think Prince Albert's got some game breakers, but I don't think they have the ability to roll four lines quite like the Oil Kings do. Goaltending is definitely Prince Albert's strength. The Max Hildebrand is their best player. But the Oil Kings have found a way to get to him now. And they did it yesterday. On Game 3, they had 30-some shots. Yesterday was just 20, and they still put 3 past him.
Yeah.
So I think they're finding a way. They've got to remain disciplined because Prince Albert's power play is pretty good. At least it was during the regular season. But for the most part, I think they're starting to get in the heads of the Raiders a little bit, and that works to their advantage too.
Sticking with the goaltending, like Hildebrand, looking at the numbers, I mean, 2.28 goals against and a staggering .933 save percentage. You would think that they would be up 3-1, not down 3-1. Has Ethan Simcoe, is he kind of, like you said, is he winning this goaltending battle that, by all accounts, didn't seem like that was the one edge that you would give to the Prince Albert Raiders for sure?
Yeah, I would agree. That was the edge between the two teams, was the goaltending for the Raiders. Now, Simcoe joined the team late November, early December, somewhere in there. So he wasn't with the Oil Kings at the start of the year. In fact, hadn't been playing at all this season until he joined the Oil Kings. He played a little bit in the BCHL last year, so it was really kind of an unknown quantity. Since he's joined the team, they've really been a tandem. They've been platooning both he and Alex Worthington. So if you would ask me at the start of the series, who's going to be the goalie the Oil Kings go with, I would have said Worthington gets Game 1 because he's the more tenured guy.
Yeah.
And he played well in Game 1. Deserved to start in Game 2. And then the team lost. It was like a lopsided score in Game 2. I wouldn't say it was all because he played poorly, but you're going to make some changes probably to your roster. They've been platooning, so why wouldn't you throw the other guy in? Simcoe's been good. In fact, his numbers this year better than Worthington's. So he got game 3, they won. He got game 4, they won. Probably not going back to Worthington now just because you're on the road again. But I won't be surprised if they have success, get to the next round, if we see both goalies again. I think teams that platoon during the season, sometimes they go away from that in the playoffs. I don't know why. If it worked for you to get to the playoffs, stick with it.
Guy, I don't want to look too far ahead because they still got to win that important game 4. But let's, potentially who could be their second round matchup?
Medicine Hat. The Tigers are up 3-1 against the Swift Current Broncos. I know that's the immediate reaction everybody would have. The Oil Kings, they split with them this year.
Oh, okay.
They're 500 against Medicine Hat. The Oil Kings will not be intimidated to play the Tigers if, in fact, they get through. I don't want to put the cart too far ahead of the horse, but that would be a great series because they don't like each other at all. This series with Prince Albert's been pretty emotional.
Yeah.
That one would be taken to another level because, Gavin McKenna got suspended for a wicked slash that he hit Josh Murray with during one of their final meetings of the season. There's a lot of bad blood. So the coaches are yelling at each other across the benches and stuff like that. So I hope that happens because the Oil Kings will be an underdog, no question. They might not win the series, but it will be very entertaining.
So, Guy, going into tomorrow night's game, what are the keys for the Edmonton Oil Kings to kind of? You already mentioned the power play, obviously staying out of the box, but what are some other keys for them to just take this one home and hopefully get that dream matchup against the Medicine Hat Tigers?
Well, I know Luke Pierce has talked a lot about volume of shots. Edmonton, game 1, 2, and 3, lots of shots. Game 4, it dried up a bit. He also said shot volume is great, but shot selection is maybe a little bit more important. Make sure that there's some guys around the net and you want to wait. Somebody's going to be a screen or maybe get a tip. Just wait a second. I think they still want to increase the volume of shots. So because even if they're shots from the perimeter and the outside, you still kind of wear the goalie down a little bit. But and they're going with Hildebrand. Why wouldn't you? So the fact that he's got to be up near 100, 150 shots against to this point, fatigue is going to start to come into play. So I think they want to have the shot count up, stay out of the box, and they're a better team when they're hard on the forecheck. So I think those 3 things are key for the Oil Kings.
Guy, how was the vibe, the crowds there for the last 2 games?
Tougher because it's midweek games.
Yeah.
And because they couldn't start selling tickets really until the end of the season because you didn't know who was playing who until the final day of the regular season. So you only really had a week lead up. So it's midweek games. They're hard in junior hockey and you don't have all the group packages, all the minor hockey teams, the schools and all that they really cater to during the course of a regular season. So it was 4,500, 5,000, something like that. Sunday should be different because now there's a little bit more time if it gets to a game 6.
Yeah.
And it's a Sunday as well. So then I would expect 7,000 or 8,000. But yeah, the first 2 games were a little low.
Guy, when you look around the round 1 here in the WHL playoffs, looking at the brackets, is there any surprise series for you?
Well, probably the Seattle Everett one right now. Although, right now, Seattle is leading that series, and it's an 8-1 seed, and the Silvertips are the top team in the entire league. But it's a crosstown rivalry. And I was talking with John Keane, the voice of the Blazers, on my show for previewing the playoffs. He actually picked Seattle to win that series. So
really?
Maybe it's not a shock, or he said at least that he gave them a better than average shot of winning it. Put it that way. Seattle always make the playoffs, but they never win. So maybe there's something to that. So that probably is the only one right now that I would consider to be a surprise.
And then the Calgary Hitmen, they're done. They're sitting at home waiting now.
Yeah, they swept the Saskatoon Blades, the only sweep in the first round, which we don't see often, but I think that speaks to the parity of the league this year. That's for my money, Calgary is the team that I think will come out of this conference eventually. Okay. I think they are the best team, big, strong, fast, lots of offense, and they're doing it without their starting netminder right now. And he might be back before long. So yeah, Calgary's sitting there waiting.
And we got, since we have Gager here, we got to talk about the Factory. They're up 3-1 on Prince George. Is that kind of expected?
Yes, of course it is.
What a series, though. Double overtime last night. I'm up until midnight 30 watching double overtime between the Winterhawks and the Prince George Cougars. It's not a good matchup for Prince George. They're the higher seed, but they were 0-4 against Portland this year. They met in the conference finals last year, and Portland won that series. I think the last time that Prince George and Portland met in the playoffs, Portland also won that series. So it's just a mental hurdle for the Cougars to deal with, and they're losing now. They're down 3-1.
Yeah.
So I don't see them winning 3 in a row. So that's going to be a tough one for the Cougars to go through and to live down another first round exit for that club. It's a very good team, but the Winterhawks just have their number.
Gia, tell us about the show, the Pipeline Show. Where can people catch it? What's coming up on it? And
Usually right after Hello Hockey on Saturdays, but I heard Matthew Owanek say probably getting bumped a little bit because of the Oil Kings or the Oilers action this week in the pre and the post. Other than that, on Mondays after MCTV, I believe, and anywhere you get your podcast from if you want to take it as download it as a podcast. So Apple and iTunes. Actually, is it iTunes anymore? I'm not even sure what it is.
Not even sure, yeah.
I don't
Spotify and all those places.
You betcha.
Anywhere you get your podcast. So.
Awesome stuff, Guy. Well, let's hope they can close it out Friday. If not, they get the home game on Sunday. Hopefully it's a big crowd as well. But we're all rooting for them to close it out on Friday, and we can start prepping for an awesome round 2 with the Edmonton Oil Kings in it. Guy, great stuff, my friend. We'll chat soon.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Congrats on the wedding, Hernan.
It's awesome. Awesome. Can't believe you're making me spend $3,000 to go to your wedding.
I'm not making anyone. But I'm not.
It's like when you say you're not a smoker.
But I'm not.
Come on.
Don't smoke. Coob would be the MC.
Coob's going to be hitchhiking there on the back of a train.
Coob, you're not allowed to leave the resort. We're going to have someone with you at all times.
You better have a ring on in your pocket when you go home if the GF's listening to this.
Oh boy, yeah, good times, good times.
God, I hope they can pull this off.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'd love to watch the Tigers and Oil Kings.
There's something about the Factory; they just win, eh?
Yeah, I wonder because I remember we were playing Kamloops in the West final. And we won game. What was it? We won game 4 to go up 3-1.
Yeah.
And then we, because it's a long slag. We were playing the next night.
Oh wow.
Were we playing the next night? Yeah, we were playing the next night back in Portland. And our coach came in afterwards because we won and we're happy, right? But we're getting ready to get on that bus and stuff. And he goes, "Boys, we're going to the airport." And we chartered a plane back.
No way.
Yeah, so we were back in a couple hours, and Kamloops rolled in, basically game time, and we just beat the tar out of them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done. 53 thumbs up, only 47 away, and we're only 40 minutes into the show. What's going on?
What?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on here? What is going on? Oilers. Zedmo says 9-1 Sharks, but Zedmo, Skinner's not in net. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Because they're always harsh on Skinner. So every time Skinner plays, they think it's going to be a blowout. But
for the other team.
Yeah, but Skinner's not in net tonight.
Jeff Skinner?
Jeffrey? I don't anticipate any lineup changes. Same lineups as we saw against Vegas Golden Knights. And why would you? They played outside of the first period. They played a pretty solid game. We'll get to San Jose's lineup shortly as well. But coming up next, of course, it's your favorite segment of the week, the Red Light District with Joaquin Gage. Portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. Make beer cheap again at the Canadian Brewhouse. Molson Canadian Steins for just $4.50, 25% off. Monday to Friday, open till 7 p.m. Round up your crew and stop by the Canadian Brewhouse. Red Light District on the other side of the break. Here's Coop, Sports Update.
The Oilers have 3 games on the road. Head coach Kris Knoblauch confirming that Stuart Skinner, Matthias Ekholm, and John Klingberg will not join the team during their California swing. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show alongside Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas as they preview the action live at 7:30 right here on EST. And other games have the Canadiens and Bruins facing off, the Kings taking on the Hockey Club, while the Avs battle the Blue Jackets. And from Las Vegas, former Seahawk Geno Smith has signed a 2-year deal worth over $65 million guaranteed and up to $85.5 million maximum with the Raiders. On the court, Toronto tips off against Portland. Grizzlies and Heat duke it out, while the Lakers challenge the Warriors, having 6 games around the association. In basketball, baseball has 5 games on tap, 2 games underway. Boston leading Baltimore 8-3 at the top of the 9th. Colorado trailing Philly 3-1 at the top of the 9th inning as well. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. Everybody's favorite red light district brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The EST Hangout.
Do not let the Sharks linger. I thought Pickard should start. And there are people who feel like this would be a perfect time for Olivier Rodrigue to get his first NHL start. I don't think the situation is great for that. I think you just want to go in there, have a very thorough performance, and beat the wheels off the Sharks.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the East LA rock and roll legend with the world sound Los Lobos at the River Cree Resort and Casino May 15th.
Don't worry, baby, what the world may bring. Well, don't worry, baby.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Joaquin.
You don't have to pull on the red light.
Joaquin.
You don't have to pull on the red light.
Joaquin. 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 Joaquin.
1:45 EST afternoons. How you doing out there? Welcome to Edmonton Sports Talk. Good times. Oilers game day, 8:38 puck drop. It's going to be a nice one. Join us for a midnight postgame show with Tom Gazzola. Yeah, it's going to be a late one, man. It's going to be super, super duper late, but I think the Oilers are going to roll tonight. Great conversation with Guy Flaming. Oil Kings up 3-1. I really hope they finish it off on Friday. They can chill, wait for their next opponent. Medicine Hat, man. I mean, that's going to be awesome. I might have to get out to a game. Yeah, it's going to be great. Of course, we got F1 practice. First practice starts tonight.
8:30.
If you're in our fantasy league, you got about a day and something.
Not 8 hours?
Not 8 hours. I was off by 16 hours, giving everybody false information. Should be a fun race. I mean, a lot of eyes are going to be on Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda. So it's going to be fun. Tim Haraney tomorrow will join us as well. We'll have Zach to the Future. We'll have highlights, lowlights. Probably going to be a lot of Oiler highlights because they're going to be awesome tonight. Is Ollie Rod starting? No, he is not. Calvin Pickard is the confirmed starter. 64 thumbs up. Let's keep going. Gager, it's time now for the favorite segment of the week, Red Light District. Take it away, my friend.
So I've put together a little list to help people.
Oh.
All right. So this is for everyone out there. And I was going to do this next week, but I thought, you know what? Preparation is the key to success. So what I've prepared for you people, what do you mean you people? Is how to prepare for this year's Edmonton Oilers playoff run. Okay. So I got a few things that you need to start looking into so you can hit the ground running come game 83. All right. So the number one thing you do, okay, then this is because of our last few years, like we have to act like we've been there before, right? But one is set a budget. Okay. So here's what I have. So you've set your budget, but you can increase your budget every round the Oilers progress. So maybe spend a little bit more. All right. This is the financial person in me looking after things. Preparation in any endeavor. I suggest sometimes the envelope method. So if you don't know what this means, maybe you just put some money aside into an envelope. That's what you use for each round. And then if the Oilers get through a round a little bit early, obviously you can use those funds for the next round. So you plan for 7, hope for the best, and then go from there. All right. Number 2, and this is an important one. It's performing of the rituals is what I have here. Okay. Everyone becomes superstitious during this stressful and exciting time. You need to create a maximum. This is a maximum this is what I call it, of 5 rally caps for your team that you use. So I know that I talk to people that are superstitious and they think, oh, I'm wearing this silly thing. Get 5 items, all right? And then if you have success with one, you can keep rolling with it if you think you need to change. But you don't need to be changing your underwear every 2 seconds of a game, right? Get 5 things that you really want. I also think you should have, just to make things a little bit easier, if you can. It doesn't have to be, but a home and away jersey, something that you wear at home when the Oilers are home and something that are away. This is kind of just... it mitigates that decision of what to wear for the game, right? You have your set stuff that you're going to use. Some people, and this comes from my working bingos at a bingo background, are your Lucky Charms. They're always after them. After you use them, though, put them in a place that you know where they are, right? Last thing you want is, you don't have your Lucky Chapstick, and you feel like you caused the Oilers to lose and you have dry, cracked lips, right? No one wants that. Another good one, number 3. This is a big one. Who are you watching the game with, right? Are you a psychopath or are you just, are you a casual fan? So for a lot of people, they use big sporting events to get together with friends. With Hernan, it's half his family, I guess. But if you're a sit on the edge of the couch person, the last thing you want is someone talking during the penalty kill of the third period in a 1-goal lead and asking you what's the score, right? You don't have time to answer them and explain to them what's going on. Choose your company wisely. It's okay to be selfish during this stressful, important time. If you need to watch this game alone, you feel free. Just sit by yourself. This is another one. God, these are all big ones, but the destruction of the liver, number 4. Okay, this is a very tough one because who doesn't like to get some early drinking in on a weekday, right? It's fun. So what I say is stick to one type of liquor during the week. I do suggest stocking up on 6 o'clock or lagers, maybe a little birdie booze for goal celebrations. But maybe use that kind of combination closer to the weekends. We don't want it to affect your performance at work. And speaking of work performance, it could take a hit right now, right? So if you have any projects that are going to be kind of due, or you can get the jump on things, get those things accomplished now. Hopefully over the next few months, you can be in the good books with your boss. All right. This is kind of the reason why Maddie made, maybe you could use some sick days in there, or whatever, some vacation time. But this is the reason Maddie made all us employees take mandatory vacation time before it, because he doesn't want us using it during the playoffs here. Another one, and this is just because I'm a man. I didn't want to say there's obviously something women can do if they want it, but men, if you haven't been neutered yet, and you haven't got, it might be a good time to talk to your doctor to get some of that time off. Remember, it's not vasect you, it's vasectomy. And have fun. Last one. It just seems like yesterday. Oilers lost in Game 7 to the Panthers. Remember to enjoy the ride, because in a few short months, we'll all go crazy about Bouchard's $12 million deal, and if Connor decides to test the free agent market.
Enjoy it. Might be the last season you see 97. Yeah, I like that list. It's pretty good.
Thanks.
I mean, I think as I've gotten older, my list has changed completely.
Oh yeah.
I like just being at home with the GF.
Oh yeah.
My wine.
But it's fun to go out in the wild once in a while.
Once in a while, sure. Once in a while. Like for the final, I had my nephew, my niece. Like I had cousin's wife. I didn't.
Their family.
I didn't have the cousins over. No, everybody did their own thing. Because they're all Beaumont or Southside. I'm downtown, so it's a little tough for us to get together.
That's like 30 kilometers.
So, yeah, I went out a few times to watch the game, but I just because at home I know it's just going to be me annoying myself with my comments and freaking out and all that.
But you'll be like,
but when you're with other people, like you have to, oh, this guy, and it's just like I
don't mind watching like here with me, you, and Tommy. Sometimes that's fun to me.
Yeah,
because we don't. Sure, we're watching it as kind of analysts, but we're kind of, it's in between, right? Like we're having an enjoyable time watching it. But I don't like watching it with people that are non-hockey folk.
So right? Funny, my cousin. So when Edmonton played Calgary that year in the playoffs, so game 1, me, my cousin, his wife, and my nephew went to a home and away pub to watch it.
Oh, did they?
And that was the game where it was like 6-5, and the Oilers kept coming back, and it was a wild time, man. It was awesome time.
I mean, you can get caught up in a good place, even if you have a good drinking hole that you normally go to that's kind of low key, those are fun to go to as well, right? Because everyone gets wrapped up and it's a small little venue. I like that. I'm not huge on big crowds, but once in a while. Once in a blue moon.
Yeah, like that's probably the only time I went to an actual like bar to watch it. Like we've been to like friends or family's houses to watch games. They'll set it up in the backyard because it was nice out.
Yeah,
I remember the Dallas one we watched at the bro-in-law's house. He had it set it up on his deck. It was awesome, and it was nice out.
Yeah.
So we did that, but most of the playoffs last year, I watched at home, just stressing out. Sweating.
Well, now you'll be here.
I'd take off my shirt sometimes because I was drenched in sweat. Yeah. Sometimes I'd even turn off the game because I was that bad.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be like I can't watch the last 5 minutes. I just don't want to hear about it. And then like you'd hear like neighbors or something, and then or you check your phone and you're like, they won, and I'd turn it on.
I'd love it if I walked in here in the third period and you got your shirt off and the TV.
Smoking a dirt.
Smoking.
Oh man.
It's good.
You silly gooses. I like that list. So when you say set up budget, so in the first round, do you start with like a cheap beer, and then every round you go up?
No, that's another thing. Like you got to watch what you're
get into
consuming,
the imports,
right? But I just this is another thing of acting like you've been there before, right? Know that this is going to be a long, drawn out process, right? And you don't want to run out, but you don't want to go crazy too.
And pace yourself.
Pace yourself. Exactly. Like
if the Oilers win game 1 against LA, don't celebrate like they won the cup.
Yeah, you shouldn't be down on taking your shirt off on White Ave and climbing flagpoles, right? Like
save that for the finals.
Yeah. I would just look at the price of what you're going to have, get that allotment for the playoffs, and then maybe you go a game's on a Saturday. You're going to go see it's on the road. Maybe you're going to go see you and Tommy at the Boston Pizza. Have a certain amount there that you're just going to spend for that point, and then hopefully for Oilers fans, you get to you budget out 4 rounds, right? And if for 7-game series, what you're going to spend, and if the Oilers can do this earlier, then you just you give me a call and we decide what to do with your money.
Yeah, take care of your liver.
Yeah, the liver's tough. Yeah, that takes I think if you can get ahead at stuff at work, because
you're not going to be
double overtime. I know you're going to probably dip into the next game's fund. You're not going to feel like getting stuff.
Yeah, don't leave work for the day after an Oiler game. Like the day of the Oiler game, work a little extra harder. Maybe go in an hour earlier, get stuff, move ahead, and then tomorrow, and then the following day after the Oiler game, you can go in and you don't have that much stuff to do. Right? You can kind of relax and talk about the win or lament the loss with your coworkers and all that. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Will they last? Will they last? You all need to make post-game rule, though. Any negative Nellies who pulled out, I told you so card get banned. Come on, Big Uke. You know better than that. There's going to be millions on the, I told you they'd be out. Well, yeah, only one team wins, right, Gager? So it's a pretty good chance they will be out. I mean, no, but I'm saying like for the 16 teams that are in it, only one's going to get it right, man. And it's going to be heartbreak for another team. Like, we went through that last year. It was an awesome ride, but that Game 7 crushed you. Sure, I understand that. But, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough to go back there. And this team's dealing with injuries, a little inconsistent defensively. They're kind of, they've been up and down since 4 Nations. So that's a good possibility. And don't sit there and say, I told you so, because I can sit here and say on July 1st, I can go through all your Twitters and messages and say, you guys were saying they were going right back to the cup, right? Things haven't worked out for certain players in certain parts of the game, but that I told you so is not going to stand on the post-game show. But we can't ban anybody for that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, right? So,
Jasmine says, go with the flow. That flow has resulted in too much money being spent on espresso martinis and broken ankles. So don't take her advice.
Oh, boy. It's a hot take. Yeah. Big Uke, let's see. Big Uke sending a lot in today. I like it. I'm so excited for this run. Let's hope it's a long one. These are the good old days. Can't wait. Kelvin says playoffs in Lake Country is awesome. Nothing like a fire in the game. Oh, don't tell me that, Kelvin. That's awesome.
What?
Like at a cabin in the woods, you have the game out, and you have a nice fire going.
I'm not a big fire guy.
A beer and a dart. Oh.
Ugh. Smell like smoke and you pass out and you burn your feet.
You've been there before, haven't you?
I've seen it happen.
I love fire. I love sitting around a fire, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a big camping guy, but I do like fires, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, if the setting has to be right. I'm not a big, I just, I'm not a big fire guy.
All right, that does it for hour 1. It's been a fun one. Lots of Oilers talk, Oil Kings. Gager just gave you a list of what to do come the Oilers playoff run. That's going to start on the weekend of the 19th. Mm-hmm. We'll see when the Oilers will play here. Hopefully we get some answers because you know what, Gager, we'll see what happens here in the next 4 games. We'll probably know if the Oilers are going to be home or not, right? Or it might go down to the wire.
It could. I think it's going down to the wire. So we'll know before the last game, I say.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see if they start on the 19th or the following Sunday or Monday. For me, who's getting back from Mexico on that Friday, I hope it's Monday. It'd be kind of rough to come to work on a Saturday, but we'll have to do it, right? Calvin says, open invitation, my friends. Oh, he's inviting everybody.
Not me.
No, he said,
it's you. Didn't have Joaquin in there. Thanks.
No, but he would have you. He would have you over. What does it say? I hope we not. Oh, Jasmine, I hope we Nazis can rent a private jet this year to watch the Oilers Stanley Cup final. Could you imagine? EST jet? Oh.
Yeah, then we can just take it straight to Hernan's wedding after, too.
All right. Coming up in hour 2, we'll continue the Oilers talk. We'll look around the NHL. Ovi's only 3 away from breaking the record. Absolutely fantastic. Chatfield with the UFC move yesterday in his fight. We'll break that down as well. Blue Jays in first place. This day in sports history. All that to come in hour number 2. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Join our very own Dustin Nielsen, Trey and Terrell Ford of the Edmonton Elks, and other special guests on Tuesday, April 8th at the Bell in Scona for Edmonton Sports Talk's Bids for Kids, presented by GS Construction. A special live on-location show featuring a delicious appetizer buffet, silent auction, 50/50, and more. This year, Kids Sport is proudly celebrating 30 years of making a positive impact in our community. Don't miss out and join this special celebration to help continue to support those in need. Tickets are limited. Find them today at kidsportbidsforkids.com. That's kidsportbidsforkids.com.
Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brewhouse with epic food, killer drinks, and an unbeatable vibe. Plus, download the Canadian Brewhouse app and score free nachos on your big day. Book your party now to celebrate like a pro. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
With 3 games left in their California road trip, Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has confirmed that Stuart Skinner, Matthias Ekholm, and John Klingberg will not join the team down in the States. And Calvin Pickard gets a call in between the pipes tonight. Oilers seeking 4 in a row when they challenge the Sharks. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas chop it up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 7:30, only on EST. We also see St. Louis hosting Pittsburgh. Ducks and Flames going at it while the Jets meet the Golden Knights, having 9 games in the NHL. With 6 games around the association, the Raptors are back in action, taking on the Trailblazers, the Magic, and Wizards have a date while Minnesota hits the court in Brooklyn. And Geno Smith has been given the bag, the former Seahawks signing a 2-year deal with the Raiders, worth a maximum amount of over $85 million, 65 of which is guaranteed. 2 games wrapped up in the MLB. Orioles fell 8-4 to the Red Sox, while the Phillies got past the Rockies 3-run. The Blue Jays play the Mets tomorrow. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
7:05, hour 2 here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Kubich. Hit us up on the nasty chat. The River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. Good pace for thumbs up today. Well done, everybody. 78, only 22 away. There's no way we don't get 22 in an hour. Maybe I just jinxed it. Oilers game day. They're in San Jose to take on Los Tiburones. Yeah, you like that?
Who?
The Sharks.
Oh.
Tiburon.
Tiburon.
Los Petroleros are the others. Los Tiburones would be the Sharks. Same lineup as you saw on Tuesday night for the Oilers, for the San Jose Sharks. Toffoli with Celebrini and Will Smith. Nice little line there. William Eklund.
Slaps.
Alex Wemberg with Colin Graff. Carl Grunstrom with Ty Delandria and Cameron Lund. And then Noah Gregor, Barclay Goodrow, and Zach Ostapchuk rounds out the fourth line. Mario Ferraro with Timothy Lindgren. Second pair, Jack Thompson with Lucas Carlson. Henry Thrun with Mark Edward Vlasic. Goaltenders will be Georgi Romanov or Gabriel Carrier. Yeah, there's no way the Oilers are losing this game. I don't care what you negative Nellies have to say. I don't care. There's no way they're losing this game.
You say that in a manner that shouldn't be said. That's
what?
Because remember the game here
on December 21st?
Yes. Close game.
Yeah.
Although it was Askarov that kept them afloat.
Askarov saved their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did some okay things, right? I like watching that Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah, he's good.
What?
Yeah, he's good.
Jeez.
He's not great.
You know, I played with William Eklund's dad in Sweden.
Yeah.
Good player. Really good player. No, man, you can't take... Look, the Sharks are like when you find a shark beached, right, on the beach, and you're like, oh, I got to save this thing and stuff, put it back in the water, and you kind of drag it, but then it bites you. That's what the Oilers just got to see the shark on the beach and just hit it with their oar or their hockey stick or whatever. Put it out as misery.
I would never go near a shark.
What?
Never.
No, why not?
I'm scared of them, man.
Oh, me too. I don't like. I watch those shark things, like those people that go in the water with sharks. I want to go see a great white and jump in the water with a big ass great white in there.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
I don't think there's anyone out there that's like, man, I really love want to be around the shark.
I would do that in a second.
No,
what?
You wouldn't.
Yeah, you put me in a cage. You put me down there.
Oh, you'd go cage.
There's only confirmed 7 deaths with sharks.
I don't think I'd even do it with a cage.
Yeah, I don't think
I've watched too many movies. I think it's coming right through there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You see that one guy in the plexiglass? Yeah. The cat and the shark just blew it apart.
Do you ever do a safari and, when they go on and it's all like, covered and the lions crawl on top and you can kind of...
I'm not into that either,
No.
I don't think. That would scare me.
It's scary, but it'd be quite a wild ride, though.
I mean, I think it would be cool to go on an African safari and see all that stuff.
Yeah, I would do that. I fear the water, so...
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought you were a water person.
No, God, no.
I like the water. But no, I don't know why my algorithm is... Or I started following it, but there's all these people in the waters with sharks and what to do if a tiger shark looks like you have to keep looking at him because once you make eye contact... How do you see the eyes? Like they're on the sides of his head. That's what I didn't get. Am I looking at, and then if they come close, then you put your hand on their nose and push them away. Just like, holy smokes, these guys are nuts.
Yeah, no to water for Hernan.
Yeah.
Sharks scare the bejesus out of me.
Just swim up bars for Hernan.
That's all only water I'll do, man.
He's a land shark.
Yeah. What else do we hear? Are you scared of snakes?
No.
I'm terrified of snakes.
No.
You're not scared of it? Like oh man, they're so scary.
No. Snake schmake.
Would you ever hold one?
Sure.
For real?
Yeah.
How about a tarantula?
I'd be fine with it.
Really?
Yeah.
All those things freak me out, man.
And you want to go on a destination wedding down to...
Yeah, but you're in a resort.
They're all over the place.
No, I know. So I have my knife on me.
What about iguanas? Those are freaky.
I don't mind looking at them but from afar.
So you're not an animals guy at all, eh?
I like dogs.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like outside of horses. I like horses.
Horses they're always a little scary to me too, though.
They are.
They have a weird look in their eye with me. I said it on too, guys. Georgi Romanov gets the start. Not great numbers. 4.97 goals against. Sporting an 8.29. Allowed 8 goals on 36 shots against the Kings.
Who is this Georgie we speak of?
So he's confirmed tonight for the San Jose Sharks.
He hasn't won a game yet.
So yeah, this is where
you're saying they're due.
Well, Oilers just shoot the puck, right? Like, don't pass up an opportunity. Bad angle shots, everything. Like, I would like to see them in the first period throw 15 to 20 shots at the San Jose net. I don't think that's too much to ask.
The Sharks have given up 18 goals in their last 3 games.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this is a fragile team. And you've got a goaltender that's looking for his first win. If it hits the skids early, I think he can get to him and probably see who the next guy is.
They lose today. Holy crap!
Who?
I might light a dart on the postgame. The Oilers. Like you let's just imagine they lose. Like people are gonna be upset.
Oh yeah, this is a big game, man. Like. What's I know you'll probably get to it, but let's look at the out of town scoreboard. Is there possibilities of jumping in?
No, Kings are in Utah. That's the only one we have to worry about.
Yeah. So, I mean, Utah's playing some inspired hockey now too, though.
Yeah, a little too late, but good for them. I was.
Oh my God, you're vicious today.
I was looking
Maybe
at
it's the socks over your pants.
I was looking at. I was watching Vancouver a bit in their post game, and from all accounts, it seemed like they mailed it in yesterday. Like that was the first game where they said we're done. Like,
oh really?
This sucker in. They lost to the Kraken 5-0, man.
I was reading an article about Pettersson and how. Why would you even want to trade for him to see if he could get something out of him? Like it's just I mean, this has been a bad year. Right?
Yeah.
Like there's guys that have off years, right? But this, I mean, everything that's happened to him this kind of started at the playoffs last year. Mm-hmm. He had a pretty good year last year, did he not?
Mm-hmm.
Goes into the playoffs and just bagels. And then this year he gets beat up by his teammate all season. And now it's like Anaheim's at Vancouver on Saturday. I mean, they're done anyways, right? But
yeah, I mean, so I wanted to get to the Rodrigue stuff because I heard Matt, he was kind of on the side.
I almost drove in yesterday.
Yeah.
I almost drove in.
You should have heard the hangout today.
I didn't. I
almost kicked that door open and just came in there and gave him one of these.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that, Greg the Hammer Valentine?
But I saw it a lot on all the know-it-alls on Twitter that always have a loud voice. They're like, oh, the Oilers don't know how to handle young guys. Oh, I can't believe they're not sorry. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, one, the Oilers don't owe Olivier Rodrigue anything. They don't, right? Like
he's been okay this year.
Yeah,
right?
but they don't owe him a start.
No.
Okay, because this is the thing. He plays tonight. He gets lit up. Everybody, oh, Rodrigue sucks. Oh, we'll never hear about him again. If the Oilers win, let's say 5-3, and he picks up the win, you should play ahead of Skinner. There's no in between. One game does nothing for Olivier Rodrigue. Nothing.
No.
Okay?
I mean, if the Oilers were if everything was decided already at this point, I can see him getting a start. Like if there's 2 games remaining and whether they win or lose, there's no fluctuation between in their place in the standings. I can see throwing them a bone there, right? Which probably would happen. I don't think you'll see Skinner for a while here, but
and then because I think Matty said also, he goes, well, if Skinner was healthy, who would get the start? It'd be Pickard. And he goes, well, he's the backup. But and I think Tommy said, well, there's a big difference between Pickard and Olivier Rodrigue. Different points in their career. You can't compare the two. Because you're not saying this is a throwaway game, we're going to start Calvin Pickard, because you probably have more trust right now in Calvin Pickard than you do Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, I don't get Matty's view of he needs rest. He needs to be ready. Like, if you can't
play 5 straight games, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's nuts. I know there's been talk about goalies being soft with all the goaltender interference, but I mean, what are we doing here?
At the end of the day, the Oilers are a Stanley Cup contender team. Whether you think so or not, they are. Okay, and this is not the time and place to start a rookie goaltender just for craps and giggles.
Would you say that the Oil, because I'm going on what we talked about with Guy with the Oil Kings goal thing. They've been a platoon all season, right? So, and you've seen both so far in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at the Oilers goaltending as a platoon type system more so than a starter and a backup?
Like right now?
No, all year.
No, because it almost seems like Knoblauch had a schedule for the goalies, Gager.
Yeah, but that shows that he's got a platoon system to me. When you have a number one, like look at...
Because it was usually 3-1, Skinner to Pickard, right? Skinner would play 3, Pickard would get the 4th, and then kind of start over again.
Yeah,
because
but that 3, okay.
Keep in mind, until last month, Pickard hadn't played in back-to-back games since last year's playoffs, right?
I know.
But
I'm just asking the question.
No, Jesus. I know. But I'm with you where you say, like, worried about rest. Like, this, come on.
Guy hasn't played at all. He should be, should be jacked to play.
Because and they'll probably have the day off tomorrow. Pickard's going to be fine on Saturday.
I know.
Yeah. And still, they might, like, only one team can win, guys.
You are going to see both goalies throughout the playoff run this year with the Edmonton Oilers, I think.
You think so, eh?
Yeah.
That's a good question, because last year they went away because good old Stewie Skins was struggling against Vancouver.
But then he put it together and started playing really well.
Yeah, but this year, because Pickard now is picking up the slack because Stuart Skinner hasn't been that good, I'm not a fan of it in the playoffs.
The decision to go back to it makes it... Like, if I'm Coach K, I am... am I happy with Skinner's performance? No, but I know I have a safety valve with Pickard that I know I can throw him in and solidify plug the dam for a little bit at least, right? Before, and then possibly go back to my big dog.
Zadmo says, so break him in during the playoffs? Question mark. Who are we talking about? Olivier Rodrigue? What are we talking about? He's not playing in the playoffs. Cut it out.
Who?
Or Rodrigue. If that's who you're talking about, Zemo, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, if you're saying Skinner's done, like he can't go in the playoffs, it's Pickard's net.
Yeah.
And if he gets pulled, Rodrigue goes in.
Pickard starts that game.
And then Pickard starts the next game.
Yeah, like if Skinner's not good to go for the playoffs, this is Pickard's team. He can get blown out 6-0. He'll start the next game.
He'll start every game.
Yeah.
I don't think you... I mean, I guess if it's 3-0, you got nothing to lose. Maybe you throw him in, but even then, I don't think I would. He's got no experience.
No.
You just don't do that. He's not Dustin Wolf.
Oh, that'd be nice to have it. But picks, hey man, this could be a nice little Cinderella. Well, I wouldn't call it Cinderella, but a very nice story for a veteran backup goaltender that's kind of... I'll be honest, guys. Like, if he starts game 1, I'm pretty confident.
Who? Rodrigue? Yeah, me too, man. I'm confident too. The guy's good. The guy is good, and he's had some success. And where are you going to get a goaltender of his caliber at $1 million?
Norman the Combine. Hernan, you were too busy getting whipped in Tecmo. Norman, what are you talking about now? I'm so confused. if he got hurt, who got hurt, Zedmo? Pickard or Skinner? Skinner's a... I'm so good. Obviously...
It's not hurt. Who? If he got hut.
If... Listen, one game against San Jose is not going to make a difference if Rodrigue has to play in the playoffs. Sorry. It's like, guys, we're overthinking this way too much. Rodrigue is the third goalie on this team, okay? And there's a reason for that, okay? Your goalies are Pickard and Skinner, plain and simple, whether you like it or not. And sure, we would all love to see Rodrigue get a start, Joaquin. And hopefully he gets one the last game of the season because the Oilers wrapped up about second place.
You're such a nice guy. I don't know why.
And it's surprising because you're a goalie.
Yeah, but I you know what? I kind of was put off a little bit from Rodrigue. And I'm sorry. I'm old. I'm cranky.
Why were you put off by Rodrigue?
Well, this is his last preseason game. He wasn't good. And I just thought, the mindset is, look, I know I'm going down, right? I'm not making the team. At that point, I think it was like one of the last games of preseason, right? So, you're not making it. The other guys look more than adequate. Go out with a bang, make sure you have a good game. So you're on your last impression with the management is something positive, right? Not something negative. And that's what I was just.
Yeah. Rip City Step says, actually, I'm underthinking it. Oh, man. And I hope John Carlo's kidding about Colin Delia.
Why not get that kid from the Swedish Second League then? Let's get him for.
He was MVP, man.
Yeah, sure.
Let's be confident in the two goalies we have here, guys. Okay, combined they make 3.6. They're doing good for 3.6. Joaquin, they were 10.6. Is a whole different conversation.
So who do we got tonight? Oh, it's a good game. Tampa, Ottawa. Old battle of Boston, Montreal. Two basement dwellers.
Brett B says at some point you need to figure out what you have in Rodrigue. They didn't do it with Skinner, and they ended up signing Jack. But Brett, one game against the San Jose Sharks in April, you still won't know what you have.
To figure out what you have in Rodrigue.
You want to find out what you have in Rodrigue, you got to see his AHL numbers, and he has to have a run in the NHL. One game, it doesn't change anything.
I disagree, Brett. They did know what they had with Skinner. They knew they had someone that they could probably play every third game. But Jack Campbell couldn't play 3 games in a row. So his arc to becoming a number one guy was accelerated, but they did exactly everything right with Skinner, I think.
Sorry for being cranky. Now I'm cranky. Olivier Rodrigue is fine, guys. He's enjoying the time with the big club, getting a NHL paycheck. Joaquin, he was in Vegas. Now he's in San Jose. He's going to go to LA. He'll be fine. And
it's all about the money with you, huh?
And maybe one day he is the number one, but this year playing one game doesn't change the narrative, doesn't change how the Oilers feel about him. Okay, so they play him. He gets lit up. What are we going to say? Seriously. You think Oilers management is going to be like, this guy sucks? No, they're going to be like, that wasn't a very good game. You still have a lot to work on. That's why you're in the AHL.
And he's got to, he's on that cusp now, right? He's got to, if he does get a chance, this is the make or break kind of situation. With Rodrigue right now, he has to, if the only way he's getting the opportunity is if Pickard gets hurt or it has a complete disaster of a game and you're in against, I don't think he gets the Kings regardless. Pickard would have to be injured for him to get that game. But yeah, I don't know what people are saying. To look at this at this time of the year, it's not the time, it's not the place. But if the opportunity does present itself for Olivier Rodrigue, then you gotta grab the brass ring here and have a night. So and then start rolling.
Brett says, I'm not saying one game changes it. I'm just done with seeing this organization never figure out what they have in young guys. What do we? Okay, yeah, they've mishandled some players 100%. But this is a Stanley Cup contending team. It's not the time to try out young players and see what they have. Sorry.
If you're in San Jose, you try everybody.
Exactly. This was the Oilers 8 years ago. Sure, play Rodrigue, see what you have. But not right now.
Yeah, just like what the San Jose Sharks are doing with Georgie.
Rip City step, one game won't change anything. Who hasn't even seen 10 movies in his... Hernan, who hasn't even seen 10 movies in his life?
He sent 10, but they all suck.
Big, you go have a dart and relax. Yeah, that's what I need. Good dart, a nice glass of vino. Ugh. That's the perfect combination. And you know it. Man, we got to get out here. We're a little late here. Coob, you got to tell us, man. You got to yell at us.
Do I?
River
Can
Cree,
I?
Yeah, you can. River Cree Inbox. Brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Hey, Los Lobos. Do you know who Los Lobos are?
Oh, yeah.
They're here. May 15th.
That's not their big song, though. What's their...
That's their big one, man.
La Bamba?
Los Lobos, yeah.
100%.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
What's the song from Dusk Till Dawn that they sing?
So you don't even know it?
That's their big hit. You sure you're from South America?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Canción del Mariachi?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Mexican, or what's that Antonio Banderas movie?
Desperado.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're in that.
Okay, but La Bamba's like huge here.
But that's Blue Diamond Phillips.
No. Richie Valens got it from Los Lobos. It's originally Los Lobos.
See.
Yeah, but who thinks... Oh my God. Okay, go to break.
Come on, you're really testing me on this? Richie Valens made the rock and roll version from Los Lobos. The Lobos are the first ones to create La Bamba.
But
Can't take it anymore.
No one thinks that.
But who can sing La Bamba with me? Anyone? Any of our nasties know the words?
Maybe after the break.
All right, let's go. Los Lobos here, May 15th. Get your tickets at www.rivercreeresort.com or River Cree box office. We're back after the break. Here's Coop.
Three more road games for the Oilers. Head coach Kris Knoblauch confirms that Stuart Skinner, Matthias Ekholm, and John Klingberg will not join the team during their California swing. And you can tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas preview the action live right here on EST at 7:30. 8 other games. Canadians and Bruins face off. Boston hopes to avoid 10 straight losses. The Oilers' next opponent on Saturday, the Kings, take on the Hockey Club, and the Avs battle the Blue Jackets. And from Las Vegas, former Seahawk Geno Smith has signed a 2-year contract with the Raiders worth over $65 million guaranteed and over $85.5 million available. On the court, Toronto tips off against Portland. Grizzlies and Heat duke it out. Miami has won 6 straight. Memphis dropping their last 4, while the Lakers challenge the Warriors, having 6 games around the association. And 2 games are wrapped up. 1 game live in the MLB. It's scoreless between the Astros and the Twins at the top of the first. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Step into a whole new golfing experience with 240 unique courses for you to play. Featuring innovative technology that replicates real-life ball lies, shifting the ball in 24 different directions. Gimme Virtual Golf, where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. Maybe the boys will sing some La Bamba on the other side of the break. Who knows? I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the East LA rock and roll legend with the world sound, Los Lobos, at the River Cree Resort and Casino, May 15th.
Don't worry, baby, what the world may bring. Well, don't worry, baby.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of The Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Missing the course? The Canadian Ice House is here to keep your skills sharp. Trackman golf simulators are open. Real golf action right in downtown Edmonton. Don't let the off-season slow you down. Visit us in-store or check out thecanadianicehouse.com for all the details.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
$2:32, a little late here, live from the William Huff Studios, EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Zach Kubich, Hernan, Salas. I might be wrong on La Bamba.
Might be. You are wrong.
I'm
Brother, this guy stinks!
Because in the movie La Bamba,
No,
wait. Richie Valens goes to Mexico with his brother. Okay, and they go to a party, and Los Lobos are playing, and they're playing La Bamba, and that's when Richie Valens grabs his guitar and starts playing it. I'm being serious.
Yeah, but no, that's who wrote La Bamba? Did you put that into the Google machine? What pops up?
Let me do that right now.
Richie Valens. Los Lobos didn't write La Bamba. Come on, man. Here we go. You might lose your Chilean citizenship here.
La Bamba is a Mexican folk song originally from the state of Veracruz, also known as La Bomba. The song is best known from a 1958 adaptation by Richie Valens.
Are you proving my point here or what?
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah, so stop it. You're wrong. You're wrong when you lose at Tecmo. You're wrong about South American music composers. Come on. I was right. You were wrong. Okay. You're really good looking. I'm not that good looking. Come on.
I might be wrong. Okay. 9 away from 100, though. Good numbers today for the thumbs up, man. Okay, so it was Richie Valens.
Of course it was.
Okay, but my point is Los Lobos will be at the River Cree on May 15th. How cool is that?
That's really cool.
Do or do not. There is no try.
You know who that is?
Do that again?
Oh my God, really?
Wow.
Do or do not. There is no try.
I don't.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Out of all the movie clips that you've played for me, and I play that one off the board, that's
ridiculous.
I have no
sad.
words for that. Yeah,
people, that's sad.
That's almost
really
as sad as the Richie Valens. This is a bad day for Hernan. This is bad.
Yeah, you lose to Dusty Tecmo. Your knowledge, your music knowledge.
Oh, I got so screwed today in Tecmo, buddy. You don't even know.
That's Yoda, by the way.
Oh.
My God.
Okay, but I don't watch those movies.
It doesn't matter. You should know that.
Coob didn't know Young Guns.
Are you
comparing
Young Guns to Star Wars?
Well, for me, it's just as good.
But you've never
you never watched it. How do you know?
No, I've seen the first 3 Star Wars, but I haven't watched them in a long time. I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted there, too. I apologize to all our nasties. So, anyone want to sing La Bamba? No?
Gosh.
How about this, Gager? Let's do this. Every time the Oilers win a game in the playoffs, I'll sing La Bamba live.
How about no?
No one wants to hear that.
That was good, Oh my gosh.
Who wants to hear Hernan sing La Bamba or Oilers win? I feel like they're only good.
Matt Hyman. Hernan, did Marty McFly write Johnny Be Good?
I don't even know what that means.
He doesn't even know what that means either. Oh my gosh. Does anyone have any Demore lights? Holy smokes.
Demore Mellows.
Whatever.
All right. Modano's teeth. Hernan is correct. Richie Valens translated La Bamba to English in 58. The original was a folk song.
Yeah, but it wasn't sung by Los Lobos.
Okay, no, in that sense I'm right. I'm wrong, but
you
I'm
didn't
also
say this. You're wrong. Don't take credit for something you didn't know.
But I'm right in the fact that Richie Valens didn't. It wasn't his original piece. Like,
yeah, but the way you said, you're just jumping on this now. You're jumping on this to make yourself feel better.
People are informing us.
Oh yeah, but you're saying this is like you losing a game in Tecmo and saying you won.
I didn't say I won. I said I got screwed.
Yeah, but basically.
So no one wants to hear Hernan saying, "Hey, wow, jeez, the disrespect."
If it's not Marlboro, are you really smoking?
Those are too strong, man. I get a buzz off those strong ones.
Oh God.
Okay. All I need to see in the nasty chat is a couple 5 thumbs up, and Hernan will sing the Bomba after every win in the playoffs. If I don't get 5 thumbs up, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's funny. Wow, this is an all timer. You might win an ESTY for this performance. Worst performance.
What am I doing?
Getting stuff wrong.
Yeah, I've been pretty bad today. I've been rattled all day today. I don't know why. Hernan mixing water. This is for Collywood Rob. I volunteered to take Hernan's spot for a week so that he can recover from his brain cramps.
I love it.
That's
good. That's
wait. Did you think that Gager? Did you think Richie Valens was a fictional person?
No,
you knew that.
I knew it was Blue Diamond Phillips.
Mike from Calgary. Alvaro Querandes Ortiz was the OG from La Bamba. Interesting.
Sure.
You want to go watch Los Lobos with me?
That'd be fun, actually.
It would be fun.
It'd be a lot of fun.
This one says, Hernan, sing a tune right now and we'll let you know. Wow, Big, you gave me a thumbs down, man.
Oh, no.
I've only have 2 thumbs up. This is very sad. Trying to bring you guys some culture and singing in Spanish so we can all sing together when the Oilers win, and no one wants to hear me sing. 2 thumbs up. I asked for 5, Coob. Coob was even going to learn.
5.
I don't even know what the lyrics mean. I don't think a lot of people actually do.
Well, it's para bailar is to dance. It's to dance
What's a
La Bamba.
dancing song?
You need a little bit of grace. Se necesita una poca de gracia. Yeah.
You want to sing and dance? I think you might get more thumbs up.
No. If I start dancing, man, we're going to get 300 thumbs up.
Really?
Yeah. I like Coop's laugh.
Is it the lambada? What's that?
The forbidden
lambada
dance?
The forbidden dance.
The forbidden dance. Jasmine says, such haters. Hernan, sing your heart out, my friend. Well, Jasmine, can you put a thumbs up, please?
Oh my God.
How about you sing Rico Suave? Ooh, Rico. You remember that song? Suave.
Remember Enrico Ciccone that played in Tampa?
Yeah.
So when the Lightning first played there, they played in the baseball stadium, right? It was like a bucket seat. Like it was ridiculous. When he would skate around, if he'd hit someone, they'd start playing that song.
Really?
Rico Suave.
We belong together, or Oh Donna. Oh Donna. Do you remember that one?
Of course I remember that one.
Let's go. Hernan's doing it. Thumbs up or rolling in now.
Wow.
We can dance if we want to. Do you remember that one?
Friends behind.
And if you can dance, then you're no friend of mine.
Okay, but this is the assignment for all our nasties. Like when I sing, and Coob and Gager too,
Oh, whoa.
No. Wait, all I'm saying is try to learn a little bit of the lyrics. So when I'm singing, you can join in from home or from where you are, right? It's just like remember when Bieber made that song with the Spanish guy, Luis Fonsi, Despacito?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people that don't speak Spanish knew the words to that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't know what it meant, but everybody was singing that. What's the difference with La Bamba?
Because everyone just sings La Bamba.
It's the Oilers.
You're not Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
That's the other one, yeah.
Okay. Fun times here on EST Afternoons. We got to get to a break again, but coming up next, what else do you want Hernan to do on the show? And this day in sports history, Joaquin. And the Blue Jays are in first place. And F1. Like, come on, let's go. Team Yuki over here. We're both Yuki guys.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Let's go. Let's see what happens at the Japanese Grand Prix. That's all coming up. Reminder, 3 to 6, Jay Milne and Matthew Wanek, who will have more Olivier Rodrigue takes for you. So make sure to tune in to the Reed Wilkins Show. We're back after the break. Here's Coop.
With 3 games left in their California road trip, Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has confirmed Stuart Skinner, Matthias Ekholm, and John Klingberg will not join the team down in the States. Calvin Pickard gets a call in between the pipes tonight. Oilers seek 4 straight wins when they challenge the Sharks. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas chop it up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 7:30, only on EST. We also see St. Louis seeking 11 straight. They host Pittsburgh. The Ducks and Flames also go at it, while the Jets meet the Golden Knights, having 9 games in the NHL. The Raptors and Trailblazers tip off 6 games around the association. The Magic and Wizards have a date, while Minnesota hits the court in Brooklyn. And Geno Smith has been given the bag. The former Seahawk signs a 2-year deal with the Raiders worth a maximum amount of over $85 million, $65 million guaranteed. 2 games wrapped up in the MLB. 1 game live right now. Astros and Twins are tied at 2 at the top of the second. Jays are back in action tomorrow against the Mets. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back after a quick break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Does Connor McDavid play on this road trip?
He shouldn't.
I agree. There's 8 games left. Take them off. We need 100% Connor McDavid for the playoffs. Health is wealth for the Oilers. You don't care about the regular season anyways.
No, I don't. We're not judging the Oilers this season on what they've done in the regular season. I don't care if Connor wants to play. You being healthy come playoffs is where it is. You need to sit.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon, 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the East LA rock and roll legend with the world sound, Los Lobos, at the River Cree Resort and Casino May 15th.
Don't worry, baby, what the world may bring. Well, don't worry, baby.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games. PlayMoreGames.ca.
2:45. Welcome back to EST Afternoons. Man, Hernan needs a dart and a wine. It's just all over the place right now. We're live from the William Huff Studios. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. 117 thumbs up. That's awesome. Way to go, guys and gals. Way to go. It's been a fun show. Prediction for tonight, Joaquin?
I think the Oilers win.
Okay. Hey, blowout or close?
No, it's going to be a comfortable 2-goal lead with 7 minutes left to go in the third. Possibly an empty netter, but judging by the fact that a lot of these guys can't score an empty netter, it stays like a 4-2.
I'm going to say 6-1. Oilers.
6-1.
Yeah. Today, Joaquin, it's Eddie Murphy's birthday.
Is it?
64. Classic.
Yeah, he is funny.
It's also National Burrito Day.
Is it?
Do you like burritos?
Love burritos.
Okay. Beef or chicken?
Both.
Both?
No, I'll have beef or then I'll have chicken.
Do you ever mix it together?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, either have I. I'm just curious if people do that.
No, I think burritos are the best thing in the world. If there was one food, I told you this. If I only could eat one thing for the rest of my life, well, yeah, burritos probably be it. It's got everything in there.
Would you prefer a quesadilla, a burrito, or a tacos?
Quesadilla, burrito, taco. I have to go burrito.
Really? Cool. I'll obviously.
Well, what do you look at? Like, are you stuffing that thing? What's in your burrito?
Oh, probably a lot.
Yeah, it's that thing's wrapped like a mummy.
Yeah. I like quesadillas too. Well made, because I've had some really bad ones.
Really?
Yeah.
A bad quesadilla?
Yeah, I have. Like just poorly made, you know.
Yeah. You know what I do a lot of times is I make a Mexican lasagna.
Ooh.
It's just with flour tortillas, but so it's basically layers, cheese, beef, then onions. So it's basically a big soft top, but it's layered with like 5 tortillas. And then you cut it out like a piece of pie.
Yeah.
I like that.
I haven't had a burrito in a while.
That's an idea. Now I'm getting hungry.
You just make them at home. You don't buy them.
There's a place around the corner from mine. It's called Guac.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And
good,
dude. I got a spicy one. Holy smokes, it was fantastic.
Yeah, last time I had one, I think I went to Mucho Burrito. Bar Burrito's good.
See, I like guac's blown them both out of the water.
Do you like chimichangas?
Yeah, I like all Mexican food.
You're not picky.
Oh, it's probably my favorite type of food.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Nice. Because you like the spice, eh?
Well, I don't find it really that spicy. But I don't know. I just love that food.
Luca D on the Nazi says, I'm not allowed burritos anymore. It's just LeBron to prove wraps. Bronco Next says, El Corazon is good.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of in between, leaving the West End, heading into downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chi-Chi's, Charlie says. I remember Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's?
Back in the day.
Yeah, Chi-Chi's.
They're not around anymore.
Yeah, well, Chili's wasn't Chili's?
Well, I think it was a little bit different though, right?
Was it? Yeah, I think so.
David Tomasek, a newest member of the Oilers, is listening.
Oh,
says, as long as there's no cilantro.
Oh, see, do you like cilantro?
I like in certain things.
I love it all the time.
Yeah.
I got to put that. Yeah, that's like Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah. I love in Chile for soups. They put a little bit of cilantro on top when they serve it.
It's funny how that is. People seem to like it or like.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know if you ever had Soul Chicken in the city, but they have
Soul Fried.
Yeah.
Off White Ave.
Yeah, it's good. Eh?
Oh, they got a cilantro. Yeah, that sauce.
My girl always gets that one. Oh, it's so good.
There's a Korean chicken place right between mine and Trev's house, and they have it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. I replicated it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jen says cilantro tastes like dirt. No,
dirt.
I love.
Well, I should start eating dirt then. I just haven't done it yet.
Dirt must be really good.
Yeah. Can I get some dirt on those nachos?
Oh man. Yeah, cilantro's it's an interesting little thing.
8:30 tonight. Free practice 1. Do you want me to text you and tell you what's going on? Oh, you'll be here.
I'll be here.
You could throw it on the TV here.
No, we'd probably be napping. Dave Thomas, like friend of the show, Bob Stauffer told me about EST. Isn't the cilantro taste thing literally genetics? Like some like it and some taste like dirt soap.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't believe in it.
I can't get the dirt or soap taste. I don't.
Dirt.
Yeah, I
Who
don't.
eats like, what are you, 2?
You must have a good memory if you remember eating dirt or soap.
Like if I fall down and dirt goes in my mouth, the last thing in my mind is going, cilantro.
Cilantro.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Wow, guys.
Wonder if Dusty's ever tried cilantro.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Eh?
It's green.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't like green stuff. Bronco Nick, I don't like cilantro. VR, I dislike cilantro. Chi-Chi's was the greatest. Deep fried ice cream. Yeah, Chi-Chi's was ahead of its time, Joaquin.
Yeah. Chi-Chi's. Have you ever hit Julio's on White Ave since the redo?
No, I used to go there a lot in my one of my younger years. We used to go for the nachos and the bulldogs and stuff. I haven't been there in a while because we found some. I like Julio's Bar, but we found like authentic. There's 2 in Sherwood Park that are authentic.
Oh, okay.
Mexico.
That's more of a people watching, sit on the patio.
Yeah. Have a couple Coronas and all that. But good. Their nachos are top notch.
Are they?
Yeah. Like they're huge. That's why we'd always share them.
I love my wife and I. That's our when we go out. Nachos, right?
Yeah. We tried, what's the Mexican place we tried?
I'm very disappointed in my place that we used to go for nachos, and they're being a little chintzy on the nachos.
Are they?
Yeah.
I went
like 5
to,
chips on that thing now.
Añejo is a new one downtown. And it was really good, Joaquin.
Yeah?
Yeah, I recommend it. Yeah. Good drinks, too. Really, really good. Coyote Steve, Oilers in San Jose tonight will be a nightmare, Hernan. Get ready for the Come on, guys.
I love Edmonton food talk with Hernan and Gage.
Sorry, but there's only so much we can talk about the Oilers. Like, Kasperi Kapanen has 1 goal in 34, still in the top 6. Sure, everybody's pissed off because Olivier Rodrigue's not starting.
How do you think free practice 1s go? Because everyone's going to be watching Yuki and Liam Lawson tonight or tomorrow there, but
I don't know because I'll be honest, I don't really I'll check the results after. I've never really watched it, and I just don't know at what level, how much stock I should put into practice. Because going off the first 2 races, we were told by our good buddy Tim Rainey, Aston Martin and Stroll's been awesome the first 2 weeks. Right?
Well, I always kind of tell by the tire choices too.
Yeah.
What they're riding with, because you can tell at that point. But this circuit is fun place to watch. I'm interested to see how Lawson does, because that's gotta hurt, man. He's gonna be angry. He's gonna want to prove a lot of people wrong, and I think he's gonna have a good weekend. I truly do. And Yuki, he's saying all the right things. He said in the simulator he didn't feel it was that hard to drive, but he goes, it's not the car. I like how he's always like, they want me to be really close with Max. He's just so I know.
bubbly, right?
I know.
Yeah.
So, do you know how has the most pole positions ever in Suzuka?
Lewis Hamilton.
Schumacher.
Oh, okay.
Most wins?
Lewis Hamilton.
Schumacher. Also, Suzuka is the only figure 8 track on the F1 calendar.
Oh.
The pole run to turn 1, 277 meters. Overtakes completed in last year's race, 85.
Wow.
It has a safety car probability of 67%, virtual safety car 50. Pit stop loss time 22.7 seconds. Yeah, man.
Crazy. It's going to be fun. We'll break it all down tomorrow with Tim Hernan here. It's going to be great to get his thoughts. We haven't talked to him since the change at Red Bull, and then we'll break down the Oilers game, and we'll have another edition of Zach to the Future, which is very quickly becoming a very popular segment. He does not have Reed here for his wild card, so that's going to be, he's got Jay or Maddie to select from, which is going to be fun. All right. River Cree Box brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Class Tiger tomorrow. Get your tickets. Alan Jackson Experience on the 18th. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com or at River Cree Box Office. Reed Wilkins Show coming up with Jay Milne and Matthew Wannick for Joaquin Gage and Zach Kubish. I'm Hernan Salas. Enjoy the game tonight. We'll chat later. Chowders.